Clash Royale, I think, is an interesting idea, and I don't really like the execution of it, but I do like some of the ideas.
Right. If you could add a cameo character to Tekken, who would you choose? I already know my answer, so you give your answer first.
A cameo?
So there's a third guest character coming into the game. If you could choose who the third guest character from another fighting game would be, who would that be?
Saiban from FX Fighters. Answer complete.
Who's that?
You know, Saiban.
Is that the one that has the soundtrack that you really liked?
Yes.
FX Fighters? Okay. I would put Kyoko in there from Rival Schools because I just really want to see a Tekken graphics Kyoko. Like, I'm being as thirsty as possible at this point in time. I really am. This is actually me being thirsty. I want to see them put Kyoko into,
that'd be cool, I guess.
Tekken. That's it.
Not Saban. Saiban. Cyben. He was the robot command grab character.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
Even when I was like probably 11 years old and I was playing that game forever ago, I was already playing the robot command grab character.
Oh, that's funny, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see here. Do pineapples belong on pizzas? Wow. I have no problem with it. I like pineapple pizzas. They're not my first choice. I'll eat it, though. I don't think that there's anything wrong. I mean, frankly, you can put whatever the hell you want on a pizza.
I don't like the phrasing of that question. Do pineapples belong on pizzas? Is there some kind of obligation that they should be on a pizza or they should not be on a pizza? I don't think I owe it to anybody to have a pizza that has pineapples or not pineapples. I don't like this question at all.
Right.
Can they go on pizzas? Yes.
So you're doing the lawyer thing, basically, here, right? You're questioning the word choice, basically. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, look, you got to take somebody's question and make it a different question. That's like lawyering 101.
Okay, fair enough. AJ Papa, shout-outs to him. He says, did we pre-order the SNES Classic? We talked about this earlier on the show. I just couldn't be bothered to try to fight for it, and so I was just like, you know what, I would actually, and this is scumbag tactic for me here, but like I would actually rather go see if I could use one of my Nintendo connections to get one as opposed to like working that hard to try to get it. Like I will try to use my connections to try to hook myself up with one. So,
if the question is, do I like pineapple on pizza? Then that is a different question.
Do you have? Oh, we're gonna wait till someone asks that. Okay.
If that's the question, that's all.
Okay. Fair enough. For Street Fighter V, instead of 3 out of 5 games, what if it was 3 out of 5 rounds? We talked about that a little bit. The pattern of the pace of meter gain for the 3 rounds is already very well known and very well played out for how people choose to do it. So I think 3 out of 5 rounds would kind of be bad for Street Fighter V.
Sounds right.
So. Oh, well, this is a follow-up to the piano question, and he basically says, those look just like arpeggiated chords, bro, super easy. I explain chords in this video.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
You want to give him an old retweet there, the old explanation video?
Sure, no problem.
Bam! You've been UltraChen.
You have a piano record. I want to learn, but specifically for one song is this hard. Okay.
We don't really have time to watch the video itself, but
okay.
Nice work, presumably.
Okay. Oh, that was the person answering,
yes.
and then he. Okay, got it. Okay. Redline asks, at 29 years old and a longtime fighting game player, what are some other avenues to make this a career besides competing and commentating? Oh God, there's so many.
Are there?
I actually think there are.
Okay.
Because basically, just find your talent and apply it. Like honestly, there's stream producers out there, there are content creators, there are instructors, there are artists who draw stuff for, like Boss Logic is getting like really a lot of play now. That's true. He started off by just doing stuff like that, right? There's a lot of people who make like joystick art, you know, or if you're an artist, then you could just be one of the artists in the artist alley. You know, all those people are part of the fighting game community. I know, like, it feels like you're tangentially involved, but you're part of it. You're part of it in there. So if you're a good sound person, then start working on some sound. You know, help with TOs, help with stream producers, and, you know, there's a lot of different ways to apply your talents to the fighting game community, in my opinion, and you just have to be smart about it to do it right. Because I just know a lot of people who like those bands that play fighting game music. There's the guys who there's just a lot of different ways that you can do that. So
I think there's
make T-shirts. Yeah, exactly. Right.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
There's a lot of ways to do it. So.
I think there are many ways to be involved with fighting games, and very few that are careers or that have a real chance to be your living.
Right. And
there's very few of those, and maybe in the future there will be more.
Right.
I'd say that's probably true, but for now there are very few.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's gonna be hard, just like anything else. I don't want anyone to think when you become a famous basketball player, you're like, oh, well, there's only one out of so many people. That's just true of almost anything. That's if you want to be super successful at it, right?
Sure, at the highest level.
Yeah, you have to be one of the highest levels to do that. So, but you'll never know unless you try.
Well, that's true.
So there we go. What do you think of Absolver? It's coming out soon.
I don't have any thoughts at all.
Absolver is a pseudo-fighting game that's coming out on Steam.
Okay.
That basically, there's a lot of cool ideas, but it's a 3D thing where it feels a little more like For Honor. It's like 3D, you run into other people that you fight them, but there's different stances that you can build up. You can choose between 3 different stances, and a lot of them lead to all of your fights will lead to other stances. So one stance has parries, another stance has dodges, another stance has... I can't remember some of the other defensive mechanics, but as you fight, you'll switch to the other stances, so you got to learn how to chain them together properly and all these things like that. You can learn new moves by fighting people who have those moves, and you'll learn their moves. You can also choose a mentor so that you have someone that you follow around, so you're on their team. And as they fight someone else and you fight with them, you can learn new moves from them and stuff like that.
Are you learning from another human, or is it?
Yeah, it's another human.
Oh, wow.
It's another human, so it's kind of like MMO-ish, kind of like that. So there's a lot of cool concepts in there. I don't know how much of it's going to be a fighting game, but there's a lot of cool ideas in there. I didn't know that it's been being developed for that long, to be honest. So, Jupiter Rain says, my plan is to make music for games because I suck at fighting games. Yeah, absolutely, dude, absolutely. It's totally possible.
Cool.
Let's see here. MGS Will asks, answer to that cameo question. I guess he's going to put in Sion Barzad, and I have no idea who that is.
I don't know who that is. Hey, scroll down a little bit.
It looks like isn't that the character? Isn't that the Kingdom Hearts character, Sora or something?
I mean, it looks like it to me. I feel like we're probably wrong, but it looks just like that guy to me.
I have no idea. Okay. Next question is, would you rather be a ninja with hiccups or a pirate who gets seasick?
Do I have access to modern medicine?
Oh, that's a dirty trick to that.
Because then I'd be a pirate and I'd be seasick and just take the thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a cure for hiccups like that.
I mean, I've heard stories about people who have had hiccups forever and they can't do anything about it.
Same.
So, yeah.
I'd rather be the pirate. But I'd just rather be a pirate anyway, because, come on. What am I, a child? It's absurd. A ninja?
Yeah, so you're on the pirate side versus
Don't be silly, James.
Ninjas?
Of course.
Okay. Arr. Okay, and then, so Raw asks, David, 3S is the best SF, but why?
Why? I don't know, is it? It's a cool game. It's my favorite right now, although I go back and forth between that and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. They kind of alternate every couple of years. Right now, I'm on the Third Strike as my favorite train, but I'm not sure it's the best.
It's your favorite, but
yes,
it's not the best. Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, there's always a big difference between those two.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's factually the best. But it's a blast. I really like it.
And then we have a question here. More fighting game player 2v2 Jenga tournament?
I'm in there.
Dude,
with my tennis elbow and my inability to control my hands anyway, and that probably would not be the best Jenga player, James.
I was about to say I would team up with you, but no, I don't want to do that anymore.
That would be the top seed and the lowest seed teaming together.
But I mean, the funny thing is, like I said, when they first decided to do the beach tournament, And I was like, dude, you guys are doing this wrong. I was like, it's right after EVO. Just turn it into a silly kind of thing where fighting game players relax and have fun. And that's exactly what they did for that HyperX event, where they did play Jenga and stuff like that.
Right.
I would love to watch fighting game players do more silly things like that.
100%.
Yeah, even if it's not Jenga, like anything, I think I would.
Totally agree.
Yep.
Yeah, like, to be a ninja is very hard, and then your job is, it's not a nice job. Like, you're sneaking around everywhere, you're spying on people, you're murdering people. Being a pirate, you're not really murdering people that often.
Just plundering them a lot.
Plundering, you're stealing. But are you murdering them? Sometimes, not very often.
I just want to be a pirate so I can see if the eye patch theory was correct. I've told you, like, what the theory of why all pirates had. I thought I talked about this on the show before.
Maybe, but I don't remember.
But it's a really cool theory, actually, and it's basically they wore an eye patch, even though both of their eyes are fine.
Okay.
Because they're outside and they got to go into the boat, which is super dark all the time. So basically, they block this eye so their eye doesn't get adjusted to the light, and they run downstairs and they switch it, and now they can see everything down there.
Genius.
And they did that on the Mythbusters. They actually just wore an eye patch for a very long time, then went into a completely dark room and like switched the eye. So they did it at first with just regular, and like they couldn't see anything. They ran into everything, and they just got beat up. And then they did the eye patch, and they switched it, and they could like their night vision worked, and they could like get through everything. So that's actually the theory of why pirates actually wear eye patches.
And they really did wear eye patches? I thought that was just like a Hollywood shtick.
No,
Is that real?
Apparently that might be a real thing, and that's the reason why.
Cool,
it wasn't
man.
because they were missing an eye.
Cool. I feel like having binocular vision might be useful, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh, man. All right. We still keep getting questions trickling in here. When do you want to call it? You want to call it at this point?
What do we got from Old Davey, and then we can...
Okay, so Toshin once again asks, James, when are you going to put to use that ST UDCPT sitting right behind you and get an ST night going? I actually played ST with Derek Omni recently. He came over and he was like, man, it's really hard to play ST. Like, I really wish we could just play ST. I'm like, well, I can solve that for you. And we came down here and we started playing some ST. Cool. So, yeah, it was really fun. So
yeah, there's the thing right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got the undammed board in there and everything like that. And I also did get, just thanks to Kataru, Alex Kerr from the Tetris community, I now have a Tetris the Grandmaster 1 board.
Ooh.
So I'm going to see if I can learn Tetris the Grandmaster 1 first and then advance forward to Tetris the Grandmaster 3 with
Very
things
cool.
change and stuff like that. So see if I can get Grandmaster level in Tetris the Grandmaster 1. And it'll take me a while.
I bet.
I've been doing too much 4-wide, so my brain is like all in 4-wide mode right now for Tetris. So, but it'll be super cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
Or didn't I answer the pineapple question?
I mean, we're waiting for someone to re-ask it correctly.
What pineapple question?
Yeah, exactly. Of the current roster, who is your 3-man team for Dragon Ball Fighter Z?
Dragon Ball Fighters, I would say Robot Dude, Zony Guy. What was it? Is it Cell or Frieza is the zoner? I don't remember which one it was. One of those two. And then probably Boo.
I mean, like, 4 of the characters are the same.
Oh, yeah, Piccolo. Oh.
That's right, yeah.
Alright, so, alright. Robot Dude. Green Stretchy Man. And then the zoner.
Okay. I mean, 4 of the characters look pretty much... I mean, they're the same guy, right? So I'd probably just pick, like, Goku A, Goku B, Goku D.
Oh, not Goku C?
No, not Goku
wow.
C. Because that's too obvious, because my last name begins with a C. That'd be too obvious, so I would do that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see if there's any extra questions that trickled in. All right, no more questions, guys. No more questions.
Man.
No more questions. Done. We're done. You just got to the grand finals of Karaoke Nationals. You get to choose the song. What are you singing? Indestructible. I'm 100%.
Just want to make sure nobody gets the reference.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. That's a bold move.
I can feel it coming over me. Anyways, actually, that's a really good question. What, like, I don't know what my, like,
It's got to be like a hard song.
Yeah,
You're a good singer having made it to Grand Nationals.
Like I know, like when I go to karaoke, I mean, unfortunately, my main song is a rap, so that wouldn't work for a singing competition. I do the Broadway version of They Both Reach for the Gun from the musical Chicago, because Richard Gere, who does it in the movie version, butchers that song so bad he's terrible. And because the key element of that song, it's a marionette sequence, right, like a puppet sequence, and the key part is at the end. He drinks the water glass when he goes, "Both reach for the," and he drags that note out for like a minute long, basically, and Richard Gere just like does it for the shortest time, and then tries to stretch out the second word, and it's shambles. But the actual guy sings it, and I can actually do that note for like that entire length. So I'd do that.
Okay, all right.
Long answer.
I would go and see what's the third most popular song on the popular music charts that kids are listening to.
Okay, fair enough.
Not the number one and the number two, because those are going to be the played out ones. Everybody's going to enter with that. No.
Dude, Snake Eater's
the third one.
Snake Eater is a great answer, actually. Snake Eater is a great answer. Full House intro. Whatever happened to predictability? Milkman, the paperboy. You know what the worst part about it is? They always skip the verse too. They always skip that part in there.
Did you see? Well, actually, there's one more question.
Okay, one more question. Do you see Tekken or Injustice rising to the levels of Street Fighter or Smash popular in the next couple of years? Only if Smash and Street Fighter get more popular than they are now. In a weird way. Like, I don't think Tekken can catch up to Street Fighter unless Street Fighter can get to that next hump level of popularity, of exposure of fighting games. Then it can bring other fighting games to catch up to it. But until Street Fighter gets to that level, no, actually, I don't think it could get to that level.
I mean, for tournaments, I guess I agree with that. But, of course, Tekken and Injustice outsell Street Fighter by a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if you just mean competitive player numbers, then yeah, I think I agree with you.
Because, again, people don't realize how much of a cultural phenomenon Street Fighter 2 was. I think that's the problem. I think that's the reason why a lot of people disagree with me when I say that. Is back in the day when Street Fighter 2 was the most popular thing, they had the stupid Tiger handheld game. They were part of G.I. Joe. They had that shitty USA cartoon. They had cereals. They had all these things. It's like the modern Pac-Man. Everybody, like Pac-Man of the 90s basically was Street Fighter. You know what I mean? Like Pac-Man Fever. There was disco songs about Pac-Man. There was like just crazy Pac-Man everything, right? And Street Fighter 2 got to that level. So there's just not very many people out there who just don't know what Street Fighter 2 is because it got to that level. And that part is such a huge factor that I don't think a lot of people take into account.
I'm totally with you. Momentum, I think, is one of the biggest parts going for Street Fighter, for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
I like the game a lot, but I don't feel like it's like so much better than other games.
Oh, absolutely not.
I feel like the biggest difference is the momentum of the IP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And as I've mentioned, like we kind of touched into before, like with Dragon Ball, like let's say Dragon Ball does become good and then it goes into the Olympics, then how do they sort out the rights to putting Dragon Ball on the Olympics? Whereas Street Fighter, that is the IP. It's just that fighting game. You could put that on there easier. It's a lot easier to get in there and stuff like that. So Tekken has that power as well.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Well.
Do you want to answer one last question?
I guess. Fine. What teams do you folks want to play in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
Okay.
Well, I'm starting out with the old Thor Hulk. Cause
you're just going to do it, huh?
Back in Marvel 3, I played Thor Hulk. Well, I played, Hulk, Haggard, Thor. So I want to try that out, and I feel like Thor has a lot of interesting, good changes that will like really work well in this system. So I'm looking forward to that, and I really want to. I've always thought that it would be cool to play Captain America. I think he's like a very fun-looking style of play. So I want to try probably Captain, and then maybe back him up with some Zoner or something. I'm not really sure yet, but I really do want to play Thor. I think he's very interesting looking.
I actually don't even have an answer to that. I actually don't have a team like in my brain that I want to go. Maybe Ghost Rider, just because, you know, I liked him in the last game a little bit. Doctor Strange, like the Eye of Agamotto stuff. Not the Eye of Agamotto, the stupid glyphs things that he planted.
Right, okay.
I forgot what
Projectile that goes around.
Yeah, like that looks a lot more interesting now. It looks way more powerful, so that might be interesting. I actually don't know. I haven't actually thought about it that much, to be honest with you.
They're just functions, right? I mean,
yeah, I know. It doesn't really. I just want to find the air dashy guy and no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. Actually. So actually, Spider-Man does look kind of interesting to me. So because he looked like he had some cool like spider kick move that was added there and everything. And he was always the rushdown guy that I played a lot in Marvel Superheroes, the original one. So, but
makes sense.
Honestly, don't know. Okay.
Man, GTO Akira has been whining about us not having answered his question, and
did he? But I don't see his tweet anywhere.
I didn't remember. I don't remember seeing it either, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere, dude. Did he type his question in the chat?
Bummer. It's over.
Yeah, it's literally not in this page.
It's not even there. Control F.
Alright, look, I'm just going to show you this, right? So, here. Look, I'll show you this. This is the screen right here. Okay?
Dang.
This is the screen right here, okay? And I'm just going to show you right now.
Busted.
This is the page, and right down there I type GTO Akira, and it says match not found.
Dang.
It's literally not in that page, so get wrecked.
James doesn't follow Keats or Ski Sonic.
What's that?
It says who to follow. How about Keats? Or Ski Sonic?
Oh, down there at the bottom. Oh, no. No, but this is the UltraChen page.
Oh, right.
So
yeah, UltraChen's definitely not following Keats or Ski Sonic.
Yeah.
Take that.
But I'm not following them either.
Wow.
So I'll be honest. I don't follow very many people. I honestly don't. So, although maybe now I can, because I've kind of given up the go back 7 hours and read all my Twitter things. So maybe I can actually follow more people now. Because basically that's what I used to do, but I'm trying to wean myself off of that because I spent way too much time dealing with all that stupid Twitter and stuff. I think
that's great.
So, yeah.
That's a good thing to get off of. Hey, did you see that Sonic Fox and like Lil Yachty are maybe gonna? He's like trying to play him or something.
In what game?
Well, I think in Injustice, but I don't know who that is. Right, and
why would you challenge Sonic Fox?
No, I think it was the other way around. And it was like this guy who apparently some music dude said he was playing it, and then Sonic Fox was like, "Let's play." I just thought it was like it's funny because you know when you're a kid and you're like all up on the stuff and like you're like hip with the times, and then older people will tell you that like it's not going to be like that. You're going to be totally out of it, and the new things are going to be stupid, right? You're going to think that they suck. I never disagreed with that. In fact, I always thought, like, that sounds pretty cool. I want to, like, experience this someday of what's it going to feel like to just not care at all about the fact that I don't know a lot about popular culture.
Oh, okay.
I expected it to happen. I wasn't, like, trying to not, no, I'm not going to be that old guy. I was, and I wasn't not trying to be either. I just figured I would be. And I am now. And I got to tell you, it's pretty cool. I like it.
You like not being up on popular culture?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Totally. I just feel like it's like a silly burden that I don't know why I put myself through for a long time. Why bother? Dude, I don't see any reason to. I don't see any reason to at all. So,
it's just inclusion. Because
this kid's name Lil Yachty. What are you? Come on.
When you're younger,
this is stupid. Man.
Honestly, when you're younger, you're just scared of not fitting in. So you want to know stuff so that you can fit in. That's just all it is. The older you get, the less you give a crap. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of freedom once you get older and stuff like that. So, I mean, do I really care that I don't know who killed Pokemon's father? I really don't care.
Right? It doesn't even matter.
I don't really care. So
I wasn't referencing it, but it's a great reference. The Simpsons episode where Abe Simpson tells Homer that, like, now I forget the exact quote, but, he used to be up on it, and then now he's not. I don't remember the quote, but it was very funny. Please take my word for it. But yeah, that's a good reference. Anyway, yeah, it's cool, right? Like, you don't have to care anymore. It's great.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the quote was. That's the problem.
Someone will actually put it in here, I hope. Because I know which one you're talking about, and I can't remember the words to it either right now. You got the wrong UltraChen on Twitter. Here's my question. Nope, too late. Too late. Sorry, GTO Kira, you're done. You're done.
He's not that popular? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
Hey, you know how many... This is funny. I saw... oh, man, what's the name of the horrible sax player? The smooth jazz guy. Something with a Y. You know, from our age. From, like, our times. Back in the 90s. You don't even know what I'm talking about?
Kenny G?
Yes, Kenny G.
He's not a horrible sax player. He's
anyway,
very, very good.
I don't know how good he is at sax. Anyway, I saw on Twitter, he only has 70,000 followers. You're approaching Kenny G levels.
Dude, it's
on Twitter.
Always scary to me when I see like these really famous people have less followers than me on Twitter.
Yeah,
it's
man.
actually really scary.
Yeah? Okay.
Like, I see that and I'm like, what is wrong with the world? Like, why is this even happening, dude?
I think that's very funny. Oh, the Simpsons quote.
Yeah. No, Kenny G is... I mean, like, so my favorite thing that Kenny G has done, but it's probably biased, is that they had a happy 25th anniversary Charlie Brown CD where they took a bunch of the old jazz songs that they had from the cartoons and stuff like that, like the Linus...
Yep. This is the one. All right.
Then they changed what it... I used to be with it. But then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it. And what's it seems weird and scary to me. It'll happen to you.
See, I don't think it's scary.
Cancel.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't think that it's scary. But I do think it doesn't matter. Slightly different take, but same point.
But no, there was a happy 25th anniversary Charlie Brown album where they got a bunch of famous jazz musicians to play and sing songs like Christmas Time Is Here and all that stuff like that from the old cartoons. Kenny G was one of them who did one of the songs, and he's actually very good. He's a great sax player. So
fair enough.
He also got LASIK surgery from the same doctor who did my eyes. Too.
Whoa!
Yeah. He also did Weird Al. He did like Drew Carey. All that stuff.
You got your eyes done by the doctor to the...
Dr. Mahoney.
Eyes, Star's eyes?
He was, I mean, the reason why I did it, because I got my LASIK very early on when LASIK wasn't very reliable yet. Like, it was kind of scary, and so you just went with the ones that, and he had the 100% success rate. He was the one that everyone went to, so I was like, okay.
That makes sense. That makes total sense, man.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it will happen to you.
Simpsons is so good in 3 to 10, yeah. And then it just, I don't know what happened to Simpsons, man. It was the season where Homer gets a gun where everything just went completely down. Because that was the first episode I watched, and I was like, this episode is terrible. Like, yeah.
Haven't watched that show
Vince
in a long
Guaraldi,
time.
thank you, Ashker Serenity. Yes, Vince Guaraldi. God, so good. He's the one who did all the Peanut soundtracks. So good. Oh, man.
All right, well, is that it?
Yeah, I think we can call it. So.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this YouTube thing, right? So YouTube's got this thing where they're like applying a category where your videos will not be suitable to all advertisers, which means that you, I guess, make much less money on the videos. So we've been flagged for that a bunch, and I don't really know what that's about. Like, we've tried to kind of do some experiments with uploading videos, including with my cat on the cover.
So basically the idea was some people said that it might be the thumbnail, some people said it might be the tags. I was worried about the description.
Yeah.
So the last episode, there were 7 episodes we uploaded, right? 2 of them had only a description and no tags. 2 of them had all of the tags that we normally have and no description. And then 2 of them had a subset of tags and no description. And for each of those pairs, one of the thumbnails was a black picture and the other one was David's cat.
Yes.
Which was a great picture that
Cute little kitty.
I took.
Indeed you did.
Great picture. But so I did that alternate. And then the 7th one, which was the .0 video, I did no description, no tags, and only a black thumbnail. And the videos that got flagged, like, followed no pattern.
Yeah.
No pattern. 4 out of 3 of them, and it was like 2 of them
4 out
with
of
the
7.
black pictures, 1 of them with the cat got flagged, and then the 0 one got with nothing on there got flagged. So I don't know
Whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, YouTube has been very obtuse about exactly how to get around this stuff. I guess probably intentionally. I've seen some rumors about how YouTube was expecting for advertisers to start to pull out. And so this is like a preemptive move. And I've heard other people say that the advertisers themselves demanded it.
Right.
I don't know. I have no idea. And this is not like what we make our living on, right? Like it's like not much money for us.
Right. YouTube does not contribute much. Yes.
Not much. But for some people it is their livings. And I have to imagine this is super frustrating.
Oh, I mean, for someone
very
like Max,
scary. Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, the only thing that I can think of maybe might be language too. They might do some detection on language. Now we've sworn on the Tuesday show, but like very rarely, like once or twice, right? And in fact, 2 of my so I have 2 of the Uncensored episodes that I put up recently. One was flagged and the other was not. Yeah. Which makes no sense. They have the same tags, basically the same description, and I swear in both of them all over the place.
Both of them were flagged originally, and I pressed the
manual review.
You can have it sent to a manual review. I don't know if it's actually a person.
Well, the problem with the manual review too is they won't do a manual review unless it had 1,000 views in the last 7 days.
Yeah. So the Unchensoreds did, and whoever reviewed it or whatever bot reviewed it, I don't know. One of them was okay, and the other one's not. There's no rhyme or reason. It's so weird. So, I don't know, I feel bad for people who are trying to make their career on doing online video content. It's hard anyway. Like, it's already very tough to do. The margins are small. The hourly rate is terrible.
Yeah.
All right? Unless you're like PewDiePie, fine. But there's like 10 of those dudes. Right. Everybody else is making terrible hourly wages, working 12 hours a day. It's got to suck to not have any idea why you're going to make money or not next month. I don't know. That sucks.
It's just frustrating, especially because if you're going to do that, put out the guidelines. Yeah, like, tell us what you're doing, like what your algorithm is, so people can work with that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, YouTube is pretty much it's a joke now.
Well, YouTube definitely needs to use algorithms. There's no doubt. There's way too many videos being uploaded at every second for any human, no matter how many people you have working for you, to go through. So they need that. But maybe let us know what the algorithm runs on. Like, let us know what its criteria are.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because people will work around it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, oh well, YouTube. Yeah, they could very much be. YouTube is now ripe for the takeover. If someone else wanted to come do something with a different YouTube, now is the time. Honestly, like, YouTube should just add self-rating on it. Like, I could say this is R, this is PG, this is G.
Oh,
you should just put that on there so you just know ahead of time going into there. And that way the advertisers would just be like, well, I'm not going to be blamed for associating with this because you chose to go here. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a little bit more.
That's a really good idea.
You know what I mean?
There are some advertisers who want to get people who are interested in R-rated stuff, right?
Exactly.
And don't want G.
Right. And so, I mean, yeah, it's going to be weird because people could lie about it, but then you just give people the option to, like, submit, like, oh, hey, look, this shouldn't be what this is rated.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I'm sure it'll be, any system's abusable.
Right.
The question is, how easy can you make it? Yeah, right. Yeah, you can use YouTube Red, right? Like, so
they're trying to push that so hard.
They are. They want you to pay a monthly fee for YouTube. I'm sorry, man. That ship has sailed.
You know what?
That ship sailed way long ago.
You know what actually made me really upset, and I bet you this is killing him right now. I tried to watch a John Oliver video on YouTube, and his whole channel is pay now. You can't watch anything on his channel on YouTube unless you pay, like you subscribe to them now.
No, I just did yesterday.
Really? Did they fix it? Maybe they were like, shit, this isn't working. We have no views.
I'm pretty sure I just did yesterday.
Okay, because I checked this like a week ago, and I could not watch one of his videos because they were all blocked by a paywall. I wonder if they changed it. No, it was definitely the official channel.
I don't know. Yeah, so even if a...
See? Last week tonight, see, $1, preview only, on my phone.
subscribe.
Yeah.
There are 37,000 people subscribing to that channel. It's definitely not the right channel.
Is this the wrong one?
It's definitely not the right one. There's like 1 million people subscribed.
Oh, you're right. So I got totally fooled. I got broken tiered. Oh god.
Oh no! I mean, they don't run ads on it anyway.
Okay. All right, good. Now I can go back and watch that episode. I was really mad about that.
That's funny.
But I didn't even know that was an option on YouTube that you can
yeah.
actually do that. Okay.
Yep. So when a video is flagged like this, you still get money from people who watch it who have YouTube Red. Right? You get like some percentage of whatever they're paying per month. I don't know how it works exactly. But I just can't imagine that YouTube Red's going to work out.
I don't even know what YouTube Red is about.
You don't have to watch ads. You get like free music to listen to. You can listen to it in your pocket with the phone screen off.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that because if you close the YouTube app, it stops playing the music, but it'll keep playing it afterwards.
Exactly.
That's right.
So that's nice.
Okay.
But there's plenty of other ways to do that already, and yeah, they have shows that are specific to YouTube Red. Like I said, I really think that ship has sailed.
I mean, it's weird. Like, if you don't get ads, then why would you still get paid for ads from YouTube Red subscribers if they're not watching any of your ads?
No, since they're paying the fee, some percentage of their fee goes toward the shows that they watch,
God.
The videos that they watch.
That's so.
There's a YouTube Red family plan, really? Why? I don't know. Does anybody have multiple Netflix accounts in their family? Does anybody do that? Does anybody do that? Does anybody have more than one Hulu account in their family?
I have my brother and my dad call each other to make sure they don't conflict with their.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Netflix
Come on.
usage. I mean.
Siege, I think it's true that we lost the internet.
Yeah, I know, right?
But not entirely. It's way worse than it could have been, but it could be worse.
So you think it's worse than it's bad right now, but it still could be still worse.
Totally.
Oh man. Okay.
Totally. All right, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, we're done. Okay, because I'm tired, obviously, and I'm completely messed up, and I need to get some sleep. So.
Yeah, you've been hearing these bizarre phantom noises the whole night.
Dude, are you just trolling? Have you been trolling me this whole time?
No, I really haven't.
You really haven't?
Really have not.
Really have not?
Yes.
God damn it.
Or did I? What do you mean, what happened when we lost the internet? I mean, like, a lot of things.
What's going on, Shironosaurus? Follow her on YouTube on Twitch because she streams all the SD stuff at Wednesday Night Fights. So definitely check that out. So, okay.
All right, all. Have a good night. / probably morning for a lot of you. Cheers. Oh yeah. You got to give him the bird.
I was the one that remembered this time, shockingly enough.
Give him the bird.
Give him the bird. All right, ready?
You got to flip it out.
All right.
I'm not supposed to lift things up with my right arm.